Hi, I'm Janaki Srinath. Today, I would be talking about various junk foods and why these junk foods should be limited for young children and children in general. Often we talk about junk foods. How do we classify them? Any food which has excess amount of calories or simple sugar, salt, or lot of fat calories coming from saturated fat or has more saturated trans fatty acid per serving can be classified as junk food. Now, why is it harmful for the children? Because studies have shown that if we give too much of sugar per serving beyond the child's requirement of 30 grams per day, that child has a tendency to develop more body fat in the body or deposit lot of fat in the liver when the particular foods have, apart from simple sugars, lot of fructose or cornstarch. This can lead to metabolic syndrome and as the child ages. The second point is the salt. Already in India we consume around 10 to 12 grams of salt, and most of these simple foods which are very appealingly marketed to the children have definitely more salt per serving size. With so much of hypertension in India, almost really reaching an epidemic proportion, leading to India being the coronary artery disease capital, we need to be very careful when we are giving such kind of foods for Indian children, because they also end up eating a lot of other things apart from a simple 1 or 2 packets of chips or any other fried food category. Then these foods generally tend to be fried or baked using partially hydrogenated vegetable oils. The hydrogenation leads to the formation of trans fatty acids, which WHO and other organizations have recommended that we should not consume more than 1% of energy from trans fatty acids. That could lead to bad cholesterol or harmful cholesterol circulation in the body. As discussed earlier, with so much of coronary artery disease problem in India, India has the highest deaths from heart attacks and coronary heart disease. So we need to change the profile of fats we are giving our children, and we need to reduce the amount of trans fatty acids and saturated fat per se. And most of the junk foods like chips, bakery items have a lot of fat in this form. Apart from these three critical factors, most of these processed foods have a lot of preservatives, coloring agents and additives, preservatives, which could lead to other health effects. Consumption of junk foods replacing a meal which gives lot of healthy nutrients can cause irreparable damage to the growth process of the child, because these foods give only calories, sugar based or fat based, devoid of healthy micronutrients like iron, calcium, B complex vitamins, which are very crucial for the child's growth and development. And also these foods are devoid of spices and other ingredients which form the major link for diet diversity in our child's diet, which some unknown phytochemicals and protective effects work at suboptimal levels. So, encouraging a child to skip a meal and end up eating a packet of chip can have a long lasting health effect on the child and his family. Early diabetes, early metabolic syndrome, early detection of hypertension is very common and the day by day the age at which this is being detected is coming down drastically. We all need to wake up, and during growth stages, especially in the adolescent period of 6th class to 8th class to 10th class, the child should be educated about the harmful effects of this junk food and how simply they have a tendency to end up taking so many calories without protective nutrients, and how it can have a long lasting effect on their body composition and making them deposit more fat instead of muscle in the growing stage, which could lead to less productivity, more diseases for their future health. So this is the reason why we should not encourage too many chips, too many chocolates and processed stored foods to our children. ఈ మధ్య బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్కి గురి అయ్యే వాళ్ళ సంఖ్య చాలా ఎక్కువ పెరిగిపోతుంది. యుక్త వయసు నుంచి మిడిల్ ఏజ్డ్ వాళ్ళు, స్త్రీలు, అంటే అందరికీ కూడా ఈ ప్రాబ్లం అనేది ఎక్కువైపోతుంది. ఒక్కోసారి ప్రెగ్నెన్సీలో కూడా బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ అవడం జరుగుతుంది.